What do you care about? The trend or actual black people? I think it was the trend. How America is just sad. There goes my money. My money's gone. That is the most embarrassing way to go. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick. Get him. Get him. He needs his ass whooped. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, however, this school semester has been crazy and I've been tired. So I haven't really been filming anything. I had a bunch of topics I wanted to discuss. However, I was stressed, therefore I did not. So if you're new to the channel, this is a commentary channel. I discuss pretty much everything, pretty much pop culture and things I really feel like talking about. Today we're going to be discussing Invincible, the television show Invincible. Wow, what a show. Chaos is what I like to call it. I like to call it chaos, but in a good way. It was a great chaotic show to partake in. Episode 1, if we're gonna start off at episode 1, episode 1 has to be one of the most darkest twists I have ever witnessed in like a cartoon like ever. I have never sat down and watched the show but like, yeah, this is really good. This is really, really good. Like, it's so peaceful. It's giving very much like nice cartoon superhero show. And then we get to the ending, I'm like, silence, because I was speechless. Mind you, I was semi-spoiled on TikTok because somebody posted the part when he, by the way, ooh, spoiler warnings. I'm spoiler warning. If you haven't watched it, spoiler warnings. Wow. Almost got myself got. Spoiler warnings. Sorry that I got scared. But I was like, ooh, people gonna be like, ooh, you put a spoiler warning. My bad. Spoiler warning. Yeah. Okay. Now, at the end, when he killed the whole Guardians of the Globe thing, the bootleg Justice League, I was like, ooh. But however, I was spoiled on TikTok because somebody did post like that whole killing scene. And I thought, personally, I didn't really think nothing of it. I thought it was like, because he looks like, if you watch Spider-Man, he looks like James Jonah Jameson. And so I was thinking that like someone did like a fan like animation of like James Jonah Jameson, JJJ, like killing like the Justice League, like a bootleg Justice League, not to get copyright. So I didn't really think nothing of it. However, after watching this, I was like, oh, this is what that's from. So I didn't really expect it. I didn't expect it, but I expected it because when I started to go to the Guardians of the Globe in the beginning, I was like, oh, this was a real thing. And I was I didn't know when it was going to happen. I thought it was at the end of the series. I thought it would be at the end of the series. Maybe like they were evil or something. No, they were minding the goddamn business and they got. And I'm going to be discussing the characters specifically because I'm not going to do all the characters because there was a lot of characters. When I was doing my list of characters that I liked, there was a lot. And I was like, oh, we're going to do like 7 with a couple like honorable mentions. That's what we're going to do. We'll start with the main character. I'm going to put like their faces like here or maybe in the middle, whatever. I'm going to put their faces, you know what I'm talking about. Mark. Poor kid. I really feel bad for him because in the beginning he was very much giving like Spider-Man, like he was very much like if anybody knows Spider-Man in the beginning, if you watch any of the Spider-Man movies, he always starts off with like this bootleg costumes and like it's like homemade. He has the little goggles swinging around, da 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 da. That's what Mark was giving when he finally got his powers. And I was like, oh, this is really cute. Like this is all like in the first episode. So I'm like, okay, this is really cute. Like I'm really excited for the Spider-Man-esque show. Like this is really gonna be really fun. Like this is gonna be, I'm gonna be happy all the time. Like I'm gonna be happy. But mind you, I just finished watching Elite. So I'm like, okay, I'm just happy to watch. So I put on Invincible. The amount of trauma that he has gone through in like the 3 months he got his powers. Why so much? The first week he had his powers, he was traumatized. And his father making no better, but we gonna get on that on a whole. We'll get to him. But I was like, wow, this is This is crazy. Like, he is traumatized for life. I don't know how he needs therapy. His mom might have put him in therapy. They both need therapy, but he needs therapy. We really out here traumatizing children. Like, 17 years old, traumatized for life. Okay. But here's my little gripe with Mark. Why was Mark getting his ass handed to him every single episode? Listen, I get it. You're fighting time traveling aliens. You're fighting, people that turn into rock. You're fighting people who could predict the future. I get it. However, you are a brand new superhero, so why are you choosing to fight these big? Like, Spider-Man was not popping out. His power was fighting freaking Doctor Doom. Like, he wasn't doing that. He was fighting these little thugs on the street, which he should have stayed. When he stopped that robbery, he should have just stayed stopping robberies. Why would you go fly around to go stop an alien invasion for you to then get your ass whooped? How about, and then also he froze. I mean, I get it. Like, I would probably freeze too, but I saw, like, aliens coming into my planet and shooting everyone. Yeah, I would be a little bit, like, frozen. However, he froze at the wrong time. You seen people explode, and he just said, oh. And then he saved the old lady, and as he's flying around with her, she gets, like, pretty much really bad injured because when he crashed, he pretty much broke all her bones. So I was like, ooh, babe, she's dead. But then, like, what was that, the team, whatever the heck they were called, that ghetto ass team, they put up and saved the day, kind of. Mark, you gotta get your legs together. You cannot consistently keep getting your ass whooped, and you the main character. Like, it was very much given. I don't want to be mean, but if you watch Avatar, like Korra, I love. She's my favorite Avatar. I love Korra. But Korra, however, she was fighting powerful people, so I'm giving that a little slack. But she constantly kept getting her ass whooped. And I'm like, Korra, you are strong. Why you keep getting your ass whooped? Mark, however, you bit more than you could chew. Like, Mark was biting more than he could chew. And I was like, this is really, 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 really sad. Because you are the main character getting your ass whooped. How am I supposed to root for you if I know you're going to get your ass whooped? Mind you, you're superhuman. Like, you're literally like Superman. Come on, get it together, babe. You got to get it together. Mark is a pathological liar. He is a pathological liar. Because I believe he was lying for no reason half the time. And I feel like in the beginning, I understood, like, secret identity, I get it, like, superheroes, yes. However, 99% of these superheroes were walking around with no mask on. So they obviously, in that universe, there weren't really people who was hunting down, like, superheroes and their families. Mind you, his dad was freaking Omni-Man. His mother was the wife to Omni-Man. No one's going to touch them. Nobody wants to even be involved with that. 2, when he was dating Amber, he had Amber, like, okay, I get it. You didn't want to tell her you was, like, a superhero. However, there's, like, you should have told her after, like, I think they were dating for, like, months. I don't know how, there was, like, a lot of time skips on that show, so I don't know, I'm not doing the math. I just know it was, like, 2 weeks recovery, another 2 weeks recovery, another week recovery, like, a month recovery. It was, like, about 2 to 3 months, I think they were dating. So I'm just like, you could have told her, because y'all was kind of getting serious. Yeah, he missed. When I talk about Amber, I'm gonna get more into how Mark was just a bad boyfriend, like an overall bad boyfriend. He was a good protagonist, though. I did, like, follow him through the story, even though he did get his ass whooped. However, he needs to, season 2, he better get together. I can't deal with main characters. I can't root for you. I can't. If you want to keep getting your ass whooped. Moving on, let's talk about Miss Eve. Eve had to be one of my favorite characters in the show. She pretty much did what she wanted, and one thing I did wish they made more clear was that if her and Rex were dating or not. You could tell they were toxic. If that was called dating, they were toxic from the jump. Rex was, like, an asshole. We'll get into him later. But I really did enjoy Eve. And also, I did not ship her and Mark. They kind of give, like, siblings. So I'm not gonna be out here like, oh my god, they'd be so cute. No, Mark needs to stay with Amber. Hopefully he gets his shit together and he stays with Amber. And Eve needs to be by herself for a bit because her parents, terrible parents, more so her father. Rex, terrible boyfriend all across the board. And yeah, and I really feel like she was a good character from the start. I do wish she did have more time to like develop. Cause I feel like we kind of like caught her like in the end of her development. Like we kind of like when we got to meet Eve, it was like she was dating Rex. They broke up because Rex was a piece of shit, and then they moved on. And then she moved on, then she told her parents she's moving out, and then like she moved out and then started living in the woods. I feel like it was very much at the end of her development. So like she was kind of like already becoming more independent with herself by the time we got to meet her. And not that I'm gonna see her struggle and then become independent, but like I would like to see her more like thought out. It was kind of just like, okay, we got, like I just said, like we got like the ending of her development. I wish we got a little bit more of Eve, however we did not, because it is about Invincible. Her moving into the woods was also like the best decision she made, because I thought it was cute with her growing the plants and the leaves and doing all that. I thought that was very cute. I'm like, oh, this is good. Like, but like, because the aliens and stuff, it wasn't really doing it for her. It wasn't really doing it for me either, because like, it was just too much for just one person to choose. She wasn't even on the the T team, whatever. I know it was the two T's. She wasn't even on like the 2T team or whatever. And so it's like, it was just so much. It was just too much, because they was gonna ask if even them and they were a team. So just like it wasn't giving. So when she moved to the woods, she just started like helping people like not die from like simple like natural things. It was cute. I was like, I like this for you. Hopefully she stays like that. You know, Mark handles like the aliens and the galactic stuff, and she handled day to day, like, you know, somebody robbing somebody's crops or something like that. Hopefully that's how it goes. Also, I wish they explained her powers a bit more, because I feel like at first she could just put up force fields, and then out of nowhere she was able to like fly, and then after that she was able to like form atoms from like things out of thin air. I was like, we didn't make this clear, because personally I don't read the comics. I'm not really a comic book person, so I didn't really know what was happening with her powers for a good 3 episodes. Like, what are you doing? How are you doing that? And why are you doing that? But we move. Good thing she broke up with Rex. They deserved to break up because Rex was an asshole. But now let's talk about the baddest bitch in the game, Amber. I am an Amber supremacist, because Amber was that bitch. Like, Amber, I loved her. I don't care what nobody says on Twitter. I don't care. Amber really did just embody like girlfriend of a superhero with a twist. Like, no, it was like the basic Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy or like, you know, Lois Lane. Like, it was just very much like she did what she want, and she knew her worth, and you're not going to continue to lie to me about stuff that I know about. I really just didn't like how Mark was just treated any type of way, and people on Twitter like, oh, like, you know, she knew that Mark was a superhero, so why was she mad? The problem wasn't the fact that she knew he was a superhero. The problem was the fact that he was lying. He was lying for weeks. He was late to see her mother. He was late. He didn't even go see the mother, actually. He pulled up like 2 hours late. He then was gone for 2 weeks, went to Mars. Didn't even know, couldn't even tell where he was going. We're talking about dusty desert. Then after that, he literally like almost died when his gut exploded when he got hit by that dude's hammer. And, well, Eve's told the lie, but he's just gonna go along with it, saying that he got hit by a bus. Sir, you've been in surgery for 2 weeks. Then after that, he had to get surgery again because of something else that had happened. And then it's another lie after that. After a while, I was like, yo, like, I know you, why couldn't you just tell me? Because personally, if I knew my significant other was flying around and getting in surgery and stuff like that, and he just not showing the things, and his excuse was, oh, I had to help my dad with work. Oh, I had to help some kids cross the street. Some basic little lies that don't add up. The dots are not connecting. I would have been mad. I'm like, dude, I know why are you lying? We've been together for months. Why are you still lying? Like, okay, the first 2 weeks I get it, but it's like people are like, oh, but like secret identity, people want to hunt her down. I don't know. First of all, he don't gotta tell her. He don't gotta broadcast that he's telling her that he's invincible. He had no problem with what's that dude's name? William. He had no problem with William knowing. His mother and father, well, obviously his father knows, but like his mother knows that he's invincible. If your mother knows, what's the problem with your girlfriend knowing? Right. We move. I love how they didn't make Amber like the jealous girlfriend. Like, I really was scared that it's gonna make her like this aggressive black girl, and thank God they didn't do any of the stereotypes with her. None that I picked up on. Thank God, because I was really scared. I was in the beginning. I was fearing. I was like, ooh, what are we gonna do with her character? And they didn't do too bad with her. Because she was like, oh, I know that you and, like, she was like, Eve, I know you and Mark are close. Like, does he talk about blah, 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 blah. And she didn't get jealous. Like, she did not care that he was best friends with another woman. And, like, you know what? Well, I'm not sure they were best friends, but he was friends with another woman. And she didn't really see, like, she was like, oh, why are you talking to my man? She just wasn't jealous. So I really appreciated that with Amber. That's why I like Amber. She didn't fit the annoying ass stereotypes they give black women, which is why I fucked with her heavy. Next character we're going to discuss is Mr. Rex. Rexplode. I liked Rex for the comedy. That's it. Rex, even though he wasn't a hole, he was a fun character to watch. Every time he was on camera and he was having his little hissy fits, I was very much entertained. Sadly, I wish I wasn't. He was giving, like, I'm the man, I could do what the hell I want, you're the woman, stay in your place. That's what he was giving the whole show. Especially with Eve. Like, he was just, like, running around, doing what he wanted, talking to her any kind of way. Like, that's your girlfriend. Allegedly. I didn't even know they were dating. When Mark was like, they're dating, I was like, really? Really? That's dating? I pray that's not how I get when I'm in a relationship, because that's scary. I wouldn't be considered that dating. I thought they were enemies, because they were trying to stop it. They're over here trying to stop an alien invasion, and he's starting an argument. You see where the problem lies? It's him. That fight when he fought Monster Girl, I loved it. Because he doesn't. That was an ass whooping waiting to happen. I'm so happy it happened. I'm so happy. I wish Eve was able to do it. However, it was Monster Girl, and Monster Girl laid him out. He was like, "Oh, who's this little girl? Like, why is she even gonna be on the? Like, why is she gonna be in our team?" And she said, "Okay, me." I was like, "Yes, get him. He needs his ass whooped. He needs some character development. Hopefully, as like season 2 rolls around, hopefully he gets better. Like, he stays like he's still like kind of like, what's the problem with everything? But like, still he gets better as a person while he still complains about everything. Because I feel like he was very like funny. However, his assholeness got in the way of me wanting to like vibe with him. Because it's like, ooh, I'm laughing, but you're an asshole. Ooh, I'm having a good time, but you're an asshole. Like, it's just like, let's move along. Let's get better. Let's grow. Let's evolve. Because you're stuck. You're stuck. Yeah, I think that's all they gotta say about Rex. Yeah. Oh, also, no, one more thing. Rex was kind of cute. We move. Now let's talk about Robot. I enjoyed Robot's like little storyline he had throughout the show. It was cute. I did think he was mind control, because before I kind of put pieces together, I thought that Omni-Man was in fact controlled, because I'm like, he seemed friends with the Guardians of the Globe and he just killed them out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, Robot has to be controlling, because like he was like Omnibus, like breaking people out of jail and stuff like that. I was like, what's happening now? But he wasn't. Sorry, I wish he was though, because the ending was. It gets worse from here, I fear. But yeah, I'm just like, I was really vibing with Robot. He did scare me though. He cloning people, bringing people out of jail. He stealing people's blood. Like, you're doing a whole lot of. But what exactly are you doing? Right. So next, let's talk about poor Debbie. Debbie did not deserve the treatment she got at all. First of all, Mark, she just got bad behavior from all the men in the series. Mark, when he first got his powers, when she was like, go to sleep, like, you have school in the morning, he was like, why don't you make me? And she was like, now you having powers now, does that make you feel like you're stronger? Like, I can't physically move you in the house, does that make you feel like you have power over me? You could just talk to me how you want. That's not how life works, but like, get your life together, because that's not how you're gonna talk to your mother. She had to watch her, I'm supposed to say her father. She had to watch her husband and her son fight to the death When does Debbie Grayson get to breathe? When does she get to breathe? Throughout the whole show, she's constantly gaslighting herself pretty much because she's scared to find out her husband killed their friends out of just for no reason. She's scared, trying to investigate what the hell is going on with her husband. She has to deal with her son coming back home with black eyes, having to get surgery over and over again because he's constantly getting his ass whooped. She can't breathe. Every time she comes in the house, there's something going on. There's something going on. She's trying to sell. She went to the basics of just selling houses, and here everything just collapses in front of her. Collapses. She gotta help Mr. Bootleg Flash. What is it? Red Rush. She had to help Red Rush's girlfriend sell her house. She had to clean her house. It was like, and all this because of her freaking husband. You really think you know somebody? You really think you know somebody? And then they just treat you like crap. And then that whole fight, the whole end fight with Omni-Man and Invincible, she have to watch that. I don't think people understand that. She had to watch everything. They had cameras on Omni-Man the whole time. She had to watch her son get his head bashed into buildings. Had to watch her son, mind you, by her husband, had to watch her son get punched in the face multiple times. Had to watch her son get punched in the stomach, watch him cough up blood, watch his chin get busted wide open. Had to watch all of this. Not even talking about how she had to watch her son kill thousands with her husband's hand making him do it. That is trauma. Like, I know it sucks for my kids a little bit. Imagine your mother. Imagine someone's mother having to watch all that. Having to watch all that. I feel like watching that's a little, just tiny bit worse because it's like you can't. She feels helpless. She couldn't do anything. And that's what really like sucks. It's like wow. Like she just can't catch a break. I don't know. She couldn't catch a break. She is going to become an alcoholic though. I fear she's gonna become an alcoholic because she very much just said, give me that glass. I don't care if you're drinking out of it. I don't care what fluid you have going in your mouth. Give me that glass. I need some alcohol. And I'm just like, ooh, she's gonna become an alcoholic. I was like, she is going to become an alcoholic, and I really feel bad. I don't want her to. If not alcohol, she won't get addicted to something. Because this is a lot. Like honestly, if she doesn't become an addict, she's a strong one for that. Because I know, I feel bad for her. I really do. Like, it's just like, she can't breathe. Also, when she was snooping around for details and she was talking to what was that man's name? Darth Blood, what the heck his name was. I was like, oh, both of them are gonna die. I really thought that Omni-Man was gonna kill both of them because they were snooping heavily. She was in closets, going through his clothes, going through laundry mats, she was doing everything. She's doing a whole lot. I'm like, girl, you better stop. This man is crazy. He's going to kill you. But thank God he didn't. I was scared the whole show. I was like, yo, my heart was beating. Every time she was snooping, and she started typing in like Dark Blood's like identity and stuff, I was like, you asking for it, girl. You were asking for it. And then when she went to the closet, she found like a notebook and it said like, look for the suit. I was like, Yep. I was scared. God, I got stuff though. I was really scared for her. Now, hopefully that gets better. Now, let's discuss the devil of them all, Omni-Man. Yeah! We're going to discuss this crazy motherfucker. So let's discuss him. Hell. Hell is where he is going. He's going to the deepest part of hell and is not returning. There's no way he is going to heaven. He is not seeing the pearly gates. Let's start from the jump. Let's start from episode 1. Episode 1 where Mark got his powers and he was like kind of getting like, he was acting really like off. He was over here talking to his wife any kind of way. He freaking punched Mark in his stomach mad hard on his first day of training. Dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you acting like this? And then when he killed the people, the Guardians of the Globe, I was like, I was praying that he's being mind controlled. Because I already knew that the amount of trauma that's going to take place after that. After he killed the Guardians of the Globe, and after, I was like, okay, I need to know that he's not in his right state of mind. I was wrong. So when he also, I said, you don't want Mark to have his powers yet. You didn't want him to have his powers at all because low key you care for your family, and you didn't want Mark to have the experience time to conquer planets, conquering his home planet at that. And it's like you didn't want that for your child. I understand that, but then again, you don't beat your child to a pulp because. I can't. And then he called, the whole fight at the end, he called his wife a pet on live television in front of everyone, in front of his child. And he knew she was watching, so he said that in front of her. And to hell with Cecil for that, for making it even, I would have turned that off. I was like, no, you don't deserve to watch this. You can't watch this. You have to, if you want to watch this, you can watch it. But if you don't, I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off. There's not gonna let somebody sit there and watch their husband and call them a pet. Mark said, do you even love her? He said, I mean, the hesitation too. He was like, I mean, like I love her, so like a pet. So you have sex with your pet. We have children with our pets? This is what we're doing now? You thought her as a pet and you're having children with her. What's happening here? What's happening here? I'm scared. I'm fearing.
Let me also add how this man was punching walls, flying through walls, yelling at his wife, gaslighting her, talking about trust me. You gotta believe in me. I'm your husband. How is she supposed to believe you if you killing people? Sir, your suit is covered with blood. Your suit is covered with blood. Am I supposed to trust you? Get out my house. Get out my house. I don't care where you go. Get out. And he better come back to Earth and paint and put some freaking plaster on the walls again. He better fix them walls.
He beat the hell out of Mark for no reason. Zero. I really feel like he had no. First of all, you touching your son. That's red flag. Red flag. You're punching your son in the face really hard. And then I'm trying to throughout the fight. I'm like, why exactly is he fighting Mark? Mark said Mark was fine, but at the end of the day, it's like Mark can't hit you. Mark punches are not going to do anything to you. So why at all are you punching him at like the speed of light? Why are you doing that? Personally, if I know my son wants to kill me, and I know I'm physically stronger than him in every way, shape, or form, I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna stop a couple punches. I'm gonna just push him and get the hell away from me. However, you, knowing you're strong, bash his face in. You punched him so hard, my man flew to Chicago. I don't believe they're in New York. I forgot where they're located out in the show. I don't think it's New York, but we're going to say it's in a city. They're somewhere in a city, and I think it's New York, but don't quote me. And you're telling me you did all this because you were wrong. You were wrong. You might not see it, but you were wrong, and you traumatized him on multiple accounts. Let's get into how he punched him through a building. The building was falling down, and he tried to save a mother and her child, but he couldn't because the building fell. And when he went to go pick up the arm, this time he in tears, when they pick up the arm, and the arm was detached from the body. That was heavy. And Mark started losing it. He was like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do now? Like, what do I do? And then he punches them down into the subway station. And he said, no, you want to save lives? I'm gonna show you how. I'm just gonna traumatize you. You want to save lives? Okay, I don't want you saving lives. I'm gonna make you kill lives. Puts him in front of the train, and has the train just run right through him. There was so much blood going on in front of the screen. I thought the blood was coming outside. I was getting blinded by blood. I was like, what's happening? I was traumatized, and it's a freaking cartoon. I was like, no way. No, I'm like, omni-man, you are terrible. You're like, there's no way you say you love your son and you did all this. There's no way, shape, or form you think this is love. There's no way. There's no way. That scene when he said, you know what? I don't even need a son anymore. And he just started punching the crap out of Mark. It was blood. His blood just splatting everywhere. I was like, he's killing him. I'm thinking that this is how the show ends. This is how the show ends, period. Because like that's like Marcus dying. Like, omni-man is strong. Like, he is dying. And then you see his lip just, that's a lip. His chin just buzzed open. His eyes freaking closed. He's looking terrible. Like he just came out of freaking World War III. Like he looks terrible. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, you're killing him. Like, you're killing him. And then we had that flashback. And he would just, and there's like, we see him like, you see kind of like, I don't even get some form of like his first sense of like humanity. And I'm just like, oh, this is nice. Like, this is simpler times. And like, no, Mark, we did a home run and whatever. I was like, this was really cute. And then omni-man started like, shout like, yeah, go son, go son. And then like, you just flash forward again and he's just punching him. And I was like, tears. I don't cry that much for TV shows, but I was literally like, my pillow was soaked because I'm over here crying. I'm like, this is too heavy. This is way too heavy. I was like, there's no way. There was no way. You're bashing your son and as you're reminiscing about having fun with your child. There's no way. There's no way you did that and thought that you was okay, thinking you were okay. And I was like, oh my God. And then he stopped. He was like, damn. He was like, damn, I really don't want to do this. And then he was like, dude, and then he was just like, Mark, why don't you just come on my side? Why don't you just fight by my side? Like you're gonna live forever. Like, you pretty much gonna live for a very long time. Who will you have? What will you have after 500 years? And Mark said, I'll have you, Dad. My heart shattered. I literally was bawling. There was no one stopping my tears at that point. I was really like bawling my eyes out. Because, wow, that was a heavy line. If you didn't cry at that scene, I don't know what to tell you. You were probably the devil too. Because at the end of the day, he will only have his father. And the man that he's only going to have for 500 years. Just killing him. Wow. I'm shocked. I am appalled that this is how the show was going to end. And then when he said that, and Mark, and omni-man flew to the sun. Well, not to the sun. What am I talking? I can't speak. He flew into space, and like he started crying. You saw the tears fall off. I really like sympathized with him. I could tell he really didn't want to do all that. Like, he really like, but the thing is, like, it's his job. Like, this is what he was made to do. But you think like after 20 years on a planet, getting married, having a kid, all of this, you would think that he would kind of like forget about his mission, but you choose 20 years you wait till you have a child. You wait till your child has superpowers to do all this. I think that's kind of strange. I think that's strange.
Okay, so I'm sitting here editing and I'm reminiscing about how when Mark was getting beat up at the penthouse, trying to take down that crime boss, I remember, I'm pretty sure, yeah, omni-man was definitely floating up there watching Mark get his ass whooped. He was 100% up there watching Mark get his ass whooped. His stomach literally got split open and he sat there. And then when Mark blinked, he said, Dad? And then when he blinked again, his dad was gone. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't bring that back up after the fact. But, oh my God, wow.
But here's some honorable mentions. The clones, the blue clones, I don't feel like knowing their names. If you know the names, congrats. I don't. They weren't really that important, kind of. There's only point for like the robot plot line, but besides that, it was like, we move. I really did like their comedy. I really like one is like, they're the clone. No, I'm not the clone. You're the clone. Like, it was, that back and forth is very funny. And like, it was very much like stupid but smart at the same time. Like, it was a fun time to watch when he was on screen. I loved it. Cecil, I was kind of half and half with Cecil. Cecil, I was vibing with it, and then I wasn't. Like, why would you exercise Dark Blood. For what? Y'all hired him. Well, y'all didn't hire him, but y'all let him do his job. And then y'all just said, no, we don't want you no more. Back to hell you go. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, wow. William. William was very much the stereotypical gay character in any show. This is nothing new. The gay character always gets like sidelined, and we don't really focus on them until they need to be gay. So that's really like, it's nothing new. When they went to go see Rick, and then that was the only time he mattered because he needed to be gay. He needed to be gay. We need some form of attachment to Rick so that when something happened, we could feel sad. Like, then we have Monster Girl. I like Monster Girl. I wish her power was a bit better. I really hate the fact that she gets younger every time. But, you know, it's the plot line. We move. Dark Blood. I like Dark Blood. I thought he was really cool, which is why I was kind of mad that he, like, got kabooted. Like, I just said, let go. We don't need you no more. That sucks. That hurt. I was like, wow. Wow. That was my favorite character. That was my favorite side character. I just offed him. Also, I really did enjoy the Guardians of the Globe. I wanted them to see them a little bit longer, and they just killed them. Killed them off the first episode. Like, I really was vibing with Darkwing. I was vibing because, like, personally, that man was better than Batman. I know he was Batman, but, like, he was better than Batman. He was the Negro Batman. And the thing is, I hate the fact that they let us see their lives, how their lives are, before killing them. Like, wow, thanks for just throwing salt on the wound. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Amazon. Also, one more thing. I already talked about Mark, but also while I was talking about William, the whole Rick episode really had me mad. You're fighting a robot. I don't think he like put any like type of serum, like some type of super soldier serum where they're strong. He just turned their body parts into like robots and then reprogrammed their brain. That's all he did. But somehow, some way, you're getting your ass whooped by cyborgs. And you're a superhero. What's happening here? I just have to talk about that. That had me really upset. I was like, Mark, you're trying to save your friend from being turned into one of these creatures, and you're getting your ass whooped. You tell me no type of adrenaline kicked in for you to like really pop off. You have to wait until Mr. Rick took out the thing and got to work. Like, you're serious? And it was only 3 of them. I believe. So you was getting your ass by 3 robots, 3 cyborgs. My friend is going to get sliced open. Wow. Nice to see that you actually care about something. But overall, Invincible, I give that show a solid 9.5 out of 10. The reason why I say 9.5 out of 10 is because it was a lot. It was very, very heavy and a lot of blood. Me, I'm not a gory person. I don't really like watch gory things. So that's why I take it that 0.5. I'm like, maybe it was a little too much. A little too much. But besides that, I was vibing with it. So that's why I said 9.5 out of 10. Don't come for me. People might give it a 10 out of 10. Also, another reason why it's 9.5 because I feel like William was very done dirty. William could have had a better role. Like, y'all focus on everybody else. But y'all didn't focus on William at all until he had to be gay. Didn't appreciate that. That is the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and a follow. Well, remember to like and subscribe. It's been a while. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys stay for the long run. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!